Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Doss here, and welcome to this video. So, this past month, it was revealed who we're going to be getting for the chapter. I'm glad I waited on my video because I had already recorded a video talking about some stuff and was immediately proven wrong. But if you guys missed it, the characters coming were teased in a little video that Behavior made, and then they released an artwork for it. And those characters are going to be the main survivors, being Eleven and Dustin, specifically from season 5, with legendary skins of Eddie and Robin. And obviously we know the killer is going to be Vecna. So I wanted this video to mainly be more so speculation on what Vecna's powers are going to be before the PTB comes out, which, by the way, the PTB is slated to come out this upcoming Tuesday, being the 6th of January. If you guys aren't aware, I will be streaming the PTB and checking stuff out, both here on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you want, you can follow me at twitch.tv/zerodos, or you guys can check me out here. But I'll be co-streaming it with my buddy Polyester. We'll be showcasing the killer, the survivors, and seeing how it's going to be to play against Vecna and probably to play as him. But before I get into my speculation for Vecna himself, we have this image that Behavior had posted of the actual chapter coming up, which, by the way, phenomenal artwork. It looks very 80s. I very much enjoy it. But people have been speculating on some hints that have been in this, and I do think that there's some notable things in here. So, obviously, we can see the characters in their full glory. We see Eleven and Dustin here, and they are in their Season 5 attire. They are basically like a one-to-one. But below Eleven, we see a boon totem. Now, in my opinion, it seems kind of random to have a boon totem exist there. I don't really know why they would include a boon unless there is going to be a boon included in the kit. So my theory, and a lot of other people's theory, is that 11 is going to be having a perk that is a boon. Now, what that boon might be, I'm not certain. Boons are kind of a weird area for perks. There's a lot of different things that boons can do. One of them increases healing, one of them lets you pick yourself up, one of them gets rid of scratch marks. So I'm not sure. Dustin obviously has his flashlight. A lot of people have been assuming that there's going to be a perk of Dustin that has to do with a flashlight. I can kind of see it. I kind of think that there might be some kind of like communication perk because of the walkie-talkies and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but it does seem that that unfortunately Robin over there is going to be stuck in her Scoops Ahoy outfit, because how legendary skins work is they can't make skins and different cosmetics for legendary skins. They're stuck in the form that they are. But there's some other details here which I want to get into, which they lead into what I can predict for Vecna. I fully watched the entirety of Stranger Things, and in fact, when at the beginning of December or end of November, I actually had not been caught up with Stranger Things at all. I'd only seen season 1 and one episode of season 2. I ended up binging seasons 2 through 4, and then I watched season 5. I didn't watch it when the first chunk of season 5 came out, but I watched the second chunk when it came out, and I watched the finale in theaters, which, by the way, off topic, man, the finale sucked ass. It was terrible. But it made stuff like Vecna getting hit by pallets and flashlight blinded a lot more believable. But I now know everything regarding the characters and what Vecna can do and everything like that. So I wanted to make a full-on prediction video now that I have all the information. In this image that you can see that Behavior posted of the artwork, we see the Mind Flayer there. And honestly, I saw a theory that I think I have to agree with. So with the killer Dracula, as we know, he didn't come with his own map. However, he does have a mechanic where whenever you're on a non-licensed map or the D&D map, the castle of Dracula appears in the sky. It appears in the skybox, so you know that that's the killer you're going against. It's a little Easter egg. I would like to believe that the same exact thing is going to happen with Vecna, where the Mind Flare is going to appear in the sky on non-licensed maps. And one thing that I kind of want to predict is maybe there's going to be some kind of special interaction on the Stranger Things map if you're playing as Vecna. Now, I'm not basing that on anything. I don't believe there's specific interactions if you're playing a specific killer on a specific map, but it would be just a little fun little Easter egg thing to add to the map, especially because they recently like redid the map. They completely changed some of the loops and structure of it. They changed some of the texturing. So, but with Vecna, his power, I definitely think he's gonna have some form of telekinesis, because that is the whole thing with Vecna. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen seasons 4 and 5 of Stranger Things. Vecna is Henry Creel. He is number 1, whereas we have 11 is number 11. He's the original. He has the telekinesis powers. He has basically every power that 11 has, but heightened and honed stuff. But on top of that, he also has the power of like the Mind Flare and the Upside Down. As we see in season 5, he gets a more like I would guess you could say like armored look. It's like more vines. It's not so much the fleshy, more human-esque version that appears in season 4. And with season 5, he tends to use his left arm a lot more as a weapon, whereas in season 4 he uses it as like a way to like go into a person's mind. In season 5 he uses it way more as a weapon. He uses it to completely decimate a soldier's face in the 4th episode. If YouTube allows it, I'll show the clip here. If I get flagged, then you'll know why the clip does not exist here. Besides that, we also see later on in the final season, we see him using it as like a way to grab onto people, like the kids and stuff like that. And he attempts to use his arm as like a way to like pierce 11 in like the final fight. He's trying to like use it as like a ranged weapon. So I definitely think that's going to be one of his main abilities, is his left arm. It's going to be a bit interesting because usually a killer's weapon is on the right. So I'm curious how they're going to have this going. They might like switch it so that it's the left that's his weapon, because the Xenomorph has something similar where its tail is coming from the left side of the screen. They might do something similar to that. I'm not certain, but I definitely think that's going to be the case. I definitely think that Vecna's going to be using a lot of telekinesis and a lot of his left hand. Perks wise, I definitely think it's going to be perks based off of trying to like mess with your psyche, kind of like in a similar way to like Doctor or something like that. Like Vecna is very much a manipulator, and he tries to get into your mind and tries to fuck with it. So I think that's where they're going to be going for the perks. But I definitely think Vecna is going to be kind of like a range killer. I wouldn't say like Kaneki, like where you can grapple around, but I think more so like maybe like a Death Slinger, where you can fire like a tendril forward. I don't think he's gonna have much movement ability, but it would be cool if he can summon like other creatures, like not really Demogorgons, maybe like Demo Dogs or Demo Bats, but we'll have to wait and see. And obviously his Mori, I definitely think is going to be the main kill that he does in season 4. I mean, it was kind of already shown with the CGI trailer, but it's gonna be super cool to see that in game. Gonna be super gory, and it's gonna be super fun to see. But that's gonna be it for me here. Just a little speculation. By all means, let me know down in the comments what you think his power is gonna be. If you've got any ideas for his perks or even the survivors perks, let me know. Let me know, are you going to be maining any of the new characters? Are you going to become an 11 main, a Dustin main, a Robin main, an Eddie main? Are you guys going to main Vecna? You guys going to try to get Stranger Things Vecna to P100? Let me know. Let me know down below. But until then, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you're new around here, hit that sub button. I am an official creator of Dead by Daylight, so we'll see if I get any goodies for the chapter when it comes out. If I do, I will let everyone know. But until then, as always, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Goodbye, everyone.